Fight man in boxing, led the Flair Cops. Shout out to Goodfellas Sports TV. Woo!
Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. 100% all natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Tell them your boy CJ Goodfella sent you. Get 18% off. We out.
All right, there were some fights announced today. Showtime, allegedly, I didn't hear anything about it. We're supposed to be releasing some type of schedule. I heard they got the power. We talked about that last night. Jesus, what's the name of that group? I'm going to tell y'all right now. Let's talk about Joshua and Fury fight. They say they agreed to a site deal. I got some intel on that too. I forget who seen that song. I Snap, that's what it was. I got the power. Dum 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 dum. Everybody dance. Not remember that joint for all my like 80s and 90s kids, man. But yeah, we get to the Showtime situation in a minute. So apparently Eddie Hearn said that both sides agreed to the venue, and I heard it's going to be in Saudi Arabia. That's what I heard that was going to be at, and I mean, cool. But it's a shame that the biggest fight in the UK got to be in another country. And Eddie Hearn said he expect, we talked about this yesterday, he expect that they do 2.5 million pay-per-view buys. Remember, it's like 30 pounds over there for pay-per-view, so it's not the same. Talking about what Joshua said too about the UK dominating, which I think that is malarkey, but they do dominate the best division or the most popular division in boxing. If you just said throw pound for pound now, you put Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury in the ring with Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford, Kale Yaffe. I mean, whoever you want to go with. I know you are 9 times out of 10. You know, the lower weight classes get their ass whooped. At least that's the way it's supposed to go. And, you know, glad for the fight to be done. I'm going to talk about it because, to be honest, ain't much to talk about in boxing anyway. You look at what's going on in boxing. I mean, you had the blonde bomber. She lost last weekend. I was going to put like a couple hundred on Earl Girl. She was like a plus 720 on FanDuel. I didn't do it. I obviously regret it. But, I mean, you look at it, it's not much to talk about. You got Sean Porter, Conor Ben, Valdez. He called out Gervonta and Leo Santa Cruz. And she said he wanted to fight Shakur, which is totally bullshit. He jacked him for his belt and didn't have to throw a punch. You got boxers saying they talking about nothing. Liam Williams and Andrade, not much to talk about. You know, Clarissa Shields going to MMA. Got the Triller card, Regis Prograis, Steve Cunningham, Ben Askren, and Jake Paul. You know, Jake Paul caught that little case. And then really you look at the schedule this weekend, which at one point I should go live. Look at the schedule this weekend. You know, you got Andrade fighting. They fighting for Florida. I mean, who really cares? Chris Pearson, I didn't even know he still was fighting. The Triller card, Tony Harrison. I mean, to be honest, it's just, I mean, nothing I'm really looking forward to. You know, even the Tony Harrison fight. You know, the guy he fighting, I just, you know, no more. I don't think much of him. So really, you know, Triller gonna reign supreme because they got the popular fight, but I'm not happy about none of the fights coming up until you get to like Taylor Ramirez, AJ Fury. Other than that, man, it's really, I mean, you just look at it, I mean, Emmanuel Valdez, Christopher Diaz, throw it in the trash can. Joseph Parker, Derek Chisora, throw it in the trash can. Ruiz or Areola, throw it in the trash can. It's on pay-per-view. Canelo, Billy Joe Saunders, throw it in the trash can. You know the outcome. I mean, you know, Ramirez and Taylor, a lot of people think that's a 50-50 fight. If you want to bet on that fight, let me know. I got Taylor easy. Haney Linares, throw it in the trash can. No offense to Devin. Aniwa, yeah, he should be fighting Magic Mike. Throw it in the trash can, man. Throw it in the trash can. We don't get good fights until Jermell versus Castaño to AJ and Fury. Other than that, man, and then you hear some things about Terrence Crawford. It's always changing like Michigan weather. But AJ and Fury, good day. I heard the fight was done. That's what I heard. Saudi Arabia. Eddie Hearn said they was in Vegas. He had a cappuccino with Tyson Fury. The fight gonna happen. Happy to see it happen. We need Undisputed for the heavyweight division. Other than that, and Anthony Joshua ain't been doing too much talking, but he did say, quote, boxing is really USA based, but England, Ireland, Africa, I'm African British citizen. Tyson Fury's Irish British citizen. We putting England on the map. We're dominating a small country, dominating the sport right now. And I mean, come y'all boy Mason. Uh-oh. He doing that little spooky dog thing where the dog stare at you and shit. Those of us who had dogs, we know he's just staring at me. Come here. Cookies always do. Come here, boy. Come here, boy. He's smarter than he look. Come here. Come here. He's smarter than he look. So they grew tired of my shenanigans. Okay. Nope. Can't have cookies. I don't give my dogs chocolate. So they dog channel coming soon too. So I'm gonna get ready for that. I got my camera. Gotta get my editing thing going on. Then don't you dare do it. Nope. But I mean, when you talking about, I think he's just dominating the heavyweight division, which at one point was the most important division to the Klitschko's. Did that. Somebody's watching me. But you just talking about UK light heavyweight division? No. Super middleweight, Billy Joe Saunders about to get smashed. Middleweight, nothing. Dream middleweight, nothing. Welterweight, Conor Benn, but nothing. You know, you got Josh Taylor at 140 pounds. About to do the wop on Ramirez. Lightweight, no. Super featherweight, no. Featherweight, you got Kid Galahad could be fighting for the title, but no. Super bantamweight, no. Ablala, New York, no. So I mean, they got like one division, but you know that's the most dominant division. So I mean, it is what it is. You could think, you know, the Bronze Bomber, Deontay Wilder for allowing this anarchy to happen in the heavyweight division. The British is here. You know, and he got whooped on Black History Month, which is crazy. Which they gave us the shortest month of the year, but Tyson Fury went oops upside your head. He went oops. Tyson Fury was out there like, boy, oh, Mason got a jab. He ain't gonna do it though. See, he sized me up. He ain't gonna do it. We get on the dog channel. You doing your jab? He was doing it this morning. So, what you think about Deontay Wilder getting beat up by Fury? He said every dog has his day. He wants to see the trilogy. I don't want to see the trilogy, but he wants to see the trilogy, don't you, buddy? You want to see the trilogy. But had some other fights announced. They announced it through Mike Coppinger. Shout out to Mike. Remember our boy Barbershop Good Conversation? Gorilla checked him. He went to go snitch. So, just like most of your ordinary white citizen, white people gonna snitch. So, you have Sheesh Larish. You have tanking on Mario Barrios, supposed to be at the end of June. Is that what they said? I think it said the end of June. Obviously, I don't care for that fight because Tank don't take risks. Just like his boss Floyd Mayweather, I bet Leonard Ellaby didn't take risks in his life neither. But one risk he took, I heard, I can't really say, where Jay Prince made him walk up the strip naked, allegedly. I don't want to see it. All these other opponents you can fight, you want to fight Lomachenko, you go to, man, just telling you in boxing is the most stressing sport ever. It's just a whole bunch of guys, and I'm going to use the word punks, guys that scared to take risks, guys that scared to lose. Motherfucker could have fought Gary Russell, didn't. Could have fought Oscar Valdez, didn't. Could have fought Jamil Herring, didn't make the call. Could have fought Teofimo Lopez, didn't want to fight him. You know, why would I want to see a 126 to 130 pounder jump up to 140, knowing that Regis Prograis said, Barrios said he pulled out a fight with them because he said he couldn't make the weight. I want to say pull out, but he didn't want to fight him. So we getting a Drain Barrios fighting Gervonta Tank Davis. They're not paying $60, $70, $1, $2. They can take that fight, shove it sideways, and put it up Al Heyman's ass. Seriously, they can take that fight. If you smell, they can take that fight and shove it. Just stupid of them to ask for us to pay $70 at the end of June. Ain't nobody gonna be in the house at 10, 11. Remember, lockdown was last year. I locked up, they won't let me out. Remember, we was locked up last year. You think we about to be sitting in the house watching the fight? I don't care. If you a real boxing fan, you turn the cheek to that fight. You turn the cheek to that fight. Cause that dude ain't nothing. He ain't nothing like he nothing but his boss. Scared to take risks. But he run a red light in his high end sports car. But he won't fight Teofimo Lopez. He won't jump up to fight Ramirez or Taylor. He won't fight Lomachenko. He won't fight Devin Haney. He won't fight Oscar Valdez. Man, fuck that dude, man. I didn't like Floyd. Once I figured out Floyd game, I didn't like Floyd neither because he was a calculated punk. You know what I'm saying? Why you call somebody to get him? Because he didn't want to fight Antonio Margarito before the thing. We got the video. He didn't want to fight Paul. I don't care what Paul Williams say. He didn't want to fight Canelo at 140 pounds. He was scared of Manny Pacquiao. He had guys like Michael Irvin saying he making the brothers look. And Michael Irvin was right. Like Terry Norris said, he cherry picked his way to the top. The Ford would have, Marvin Hagler would have made him his. He would have had him in a bra and panty match in the jail cell. He would have made Floyd his punk. Thomas Hearn would have knocked him out. Sugar Ray Leonard would have donkey walked him. I don't care what Sugar Ray Leonard said. Roberto Duran would have beat him down. Come on, this dude is a product of picking his fights. And a lot of people not gonna like that. Not saying that he ain't a great fighter, but then again, when Pacquiao came on the scene, where'd he come from? Like, come on, man. Like I said before, he doing the same thing with Tank. They picking, they choosing their fights, and I don't want to see it. Even though I know Barrios got a great chance of winning, but we already know there's something in the Barrios either can't make the weight, strain to make the weight, and I don't blame Barrios. You know what, for cashing out? To be honest, I don't blame him. I don't blame him for cashing out because you know what? And they fighting for a fake title. So let me get started. Don't let me get started there. Don't get started. I get retarded. Don't get me started. But okay, if he go up to 147, who he beating? Is he beating Ugas? I don't know. He beat Earl, Terrence, Pacquiao, Sean Porter, Conor Ben, Jaron Ennis. Who he beating? Keith Thurman. I don't think he beat nobody. So, the one guy he probably can beat is the guy who fight up and down to his competition, and that's Sean Porter. Maybe he can get the Mean Machine. Mean Machine probably go up his head, go upside his head. Motherfucker, forget he a boxer. Make him go to a strip club. Think he a dancer or a bartender or a shop boy. You ain't heard shop boy. That was wordplay right there, buddy. But yeah, I don't care. And then they gonna say we gonna put them, and they lying about Tank numbers. Tank ain't do that many pay-per-view buys. They lying on niggas' numbers. I was just talking to somebody about that a couple weeks ago. They lying. You know, and that's crazy. We know Tank make calculated risks. Come on, man. Crazy. And then they talking about Brandon Figueroa, Luis Nery being agreed to for the first quarter of 2020. What's the first quarter? So we go January, February. Let's see. Because I get quarters confused. Let's see. January through March. So, March didn't already pass. Oh, that's 2021. So January through March 21st. So they talking about the first quarter. The first quarter didn't pass. It's January 1st to 31st. The second quarter is April 1st through June 3rd. I don't care about no Figueroa, no Nery fight. Nery done been popped more times than my mama popped me upside the head as a kid. He been popped more times for Piz. Brandon Figueroa ain't nothing but a punching bag. Like his brother. So I don't care to see no fucking one-sided two Hispanic fighters beat up on each other. It'd probably be nice, but I'm not stopping my day to watch it. If I ain't doing nothing, I'll watch it. I will watch it. Let's carry on, Mr. Mason. It's just trash fights, man. They want us to continue to talk about the sport. They got to pay me to talk. Then Top Rank declined me for the Ramirez fight. I'm still gonna go when they put tickets on sale because that's a great fight. Yeah, like Canelo just taking, forget boxing, man. They need to make better fights. Real talk. Then, Charlo Castaño is done for July 17th, so I heard Spence supposed to be fighting the 3rd or 10th. I guess they decided not to put it on the Spence card on Showtime. I made a bet with Big Irv on Twitter. Shout out to Irv that Ben Askren and Jake Paul do more pay-per-views than Charlo Castaños do regular viewership on Showtime. It's on regular Showtime. I get July 17th, people gonna be out in the streets partying. Nobody, that fight probably gonna do at the most, I'm being generous, 400,000 regular TVs. Dude, Showtime need to scrap boxing. They wasting their time. They wasting their money on a whole bunch of fighters who don't want to fight each other. Word on the street is they supposed to be Errol Spence going back to the G League and fighting Ugas on Showtime pay-per-view because he couldn't do no good numbers on Fox pay-per-view. And it's getting bad. And people on Showtime and Jerron Ennis just did some type of terrible number. Hold on. Ain't nobody watching Showtime. Care if it's the app or not the app. Come on, nobody watching Showtime. You got Showtime. I got HBO Max though. It did 187,000 and peaked at 206,000. Remember, Steven Espinosa said there ain't no such thing as a peak. If my memory serves me correctly. I mean, come on. That's routinely what the pay-per-views do over there. That's what they do. I mean, the regular TV. Come on, nobody watching Showtime. They did 200,000 people. Castaños and Charlo, don't nobody know them. Especially because they lucky if they do 400,000. In the summer, they probably gonna do sub 200,000. Ain't nobody watching TV. Ain't no football on, baby. And the people watching TV, we watching Wimbledon and the Open. It used to be the British Open and stuff like that. Wow, they ain't even nobody watching that no more. They gotta come better than this. You know, they want us to sit here and keep watching this bull job, man. But I mean, it is what it is. You want to get excited. I remember when HBO After Dark had competitive fights on. I mean, back in their day, man. But I mean, it is what it is at this point. I mean, can't say much about it. You know, you want to pay for Barrios and Tank. I mean, be a dumb fool and pay for that bullshit. You know, he should be fighting Lopez. He should be fighting Haney. He should be fighting Valdez, Gary Russell. You know, now he want to jump up and wait and win another fake title. He only won one world title, and I'm sticking with it. Even at WBA, he won versus Clayar. Bullshit. He going around here talking the most shit like he a great fighter, and he's scared to challenge himself. You know, but you know, it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out if you have business question, inquiry, sponsor, video requests, all the social media subscription. Twitter's the fast way to Facebook and Instagram. Want to make a donation? Cash App, CJ Good 313. That's in the description. PayPal link there as well too. Best way to donate. Share the video. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Peace.